Now it's time for you to put on the other hat, which is the hat of how do I make it happen?
So I know you were the first person. I actually heard this word or phrase this week on Monday, but you were the first person that told me this. Can you explain paralysis of analysis?
Absolutely.
The difference between educating yourself and paralysis of analysis.
That's a very important thing to understand the difference between, because a lot of folks are learning, but learning in real estate especially involves action, because half of what you learn theoretically will be relearned in a different way when you do it practically. So every time you gather information in real estate, and as in the word real implies, this is not a theoretical thing. It's brick and mortar, everything with real estate, pretty much, or land at least. Until you really do it yourself, you're going to learn half the story. So the strategy has to always be that you try to spend some time learning the theory as to how is it done. But
Mhm.
then at some point you have to cross over into figuring out how do I figure out how to make it happen. And that doing part is the difference between the two. So if you're learning and you feel you have gathered enough information to say you got it in terms of the bigger picture, now it's time for you to put on the other hat, which is the hat of how do I make it happen mindset. If you don't make that switch over, all you're doing is going around in circles trying to gather every single piece of information, and you will never ever have every single piece of information, and then you
Right.
get into paralysis.